afternoon. Una tenki, una kabo, una kushe. This na the MPPA hour, but they can't turn on SLBC, but within the radio FM 100. Some people call it the Power FM because now we need for key information and for making all man speak with one voice, with Mr. Government, Papa Government, as we say, so that we all will go before. So today we get very important points them way all man for nobody. So this is the MPP hour, and maybe they bring this program a TJ called the Megadon, and I get me co-producer when Mr. Bankole Vincent. I get important alleged them people when a masters have been bookman them, but with respect. When are icons, now legends in their lifetime, because they've taken time, they don't do their research, they don't excel in their areas of specialization. And that's now human capacity will all the move for help this country go before. So we could meet we masters have people today at this program. We don't go now the right to access information commission in the somewhere in the west of Freetown, and we get the commissioner in there. So Mr. Sise, you're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much, family on Akushe.
Thank you. And then also today we'll get the pleasure for welcome Mr. Val Collier, and they can talk about the Independent Police Complaint Board. Now this is a very important organ with government set, but very, as we hear the name, independent. That means nobody influence them left, right, and center. They make up their mind. Let's meet Mr. Val Collier.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much. Let's begin with the access to information, because this area of for make person make you understand when they say sensitization, mass mobilization, public education. Now one great thing they did that now understanding, you see, and that now information, and that make they ask Mr. Sise, what thing that this the what thing I want you to talk us through the background how this access to information come about, this right to access information, particularly that commission. They just a little bit of background there.
Thank you very much. As the name go, access to information. Now for make family them able get the information when they require and the everyday work with them deeper. This now a process we initiated by the present government when it kind of power in terms of the anxiety for get good governance. Right. Mostly this commission and what they do for promote transparency, accountability, and good governance. Okay. So that part of that process there. So but as soon as I said we know it not be easy, because the civil society in Sierra Leone, the development partners who they work with, that's where they gone all over the world. We say they put their money all in the sense is very important for the people of this country, for when the country develop. Now make the civil society, a series of them, they work with development partners them over a 10-year period. For them they able to forget this thing for pass. Parliament.
Yes. So finally it passed, it became a law.
It passed to Parliament, and I will tell you say
yes.
It not be easy.
Right.
For let the government, the opposition, all man agree. But in 2013, the Parliament finally passed the act into law.
Well, I don't want to drag this, but I want to ask, what did make you think say that kind of opposition even there in the first place? Because rights to, information, accessing information, we think say really not the right of every individual. Because even with God, you have the Bible, lots of books inside there. You have the Quran, you have lots of surahs. Them they all aim for sensitize and capacitate and educate people them. So why you think say such kind of opposition for even there in the first place?
What you talk now too, but you have no say that we country and many other country them use for put everything they do for they can open one.
Okay.
All man see.
Wonderful.
Because we all man see it go hard for you make and keep
now transparency.
Precisely. So now it not be easy for convince both the government and but again they persist.
Okay.
And go ahead and form this tier.
Okay.
And but it take another 1 year for the government itself, as the law say, for appoint the commissioner them on the advice of the Minister of Information and Communication, for the Minister of Communication and Information advise the government, for the government appoint the commissioner them.
Okay.
That come for being by October 2014, then finally they get this thing for work. But again, I want to remember Fabu when I say October 2014, what team that this one, we all know that Ebola be done choke the country.
Okay.
So that period.
So it slowed down the taking off of it.
Precisely.
Okay, fine, but let's leave all at the beginning because we really get very pressing issues there. What do you make you think say it be necessary for set this kind of commission where we get members of the fourth estate when they call the media, and the media nowadays, member of people we get the press, then they want the way they write, newspaper, magazine, social media, whatever you call it, and then we get electronics media, then radio, television, the internet, all into the so then YouTube, then we get all of these things available. We get all there, so not to then charge with the responsibility of accessing information. Why it be necessary?
Well, the media gets in your work.
Okay.
The media in work.
So for just educate we.
For report and for analyze what's in the bin of the country.
Right.
And when they say access to information, now for make everybody, including the media, the information when they need for do that kind of work they forget them. And not only the media, the law also cover non-governmental organization them, people with the university, they do research, you want certain information, PowerPoint forgets it because we don't go college for that, they do work. It's easy sometimes they forget information from people. So the academic people.
What can make it difficult? What are some of them bottlenecks, them barrier, them impediments, they think the way they make sure say no nothing.
Not just the culture, but
in the culture.
If I can help you now,
please.
If you didn't make a whole society safe, no go gumbo la corner. You get the rights, you get the power.
Yeah.
For ask say I want to see this contract. By law, this lawyer they for give that contract. Whatever they do, you get the power. And I will tell you, say, they cover all public authority. They're not only public authority, the definition is anybody when they take money in a salon on behalf of the people of Sierra.
Yes.
You get right for ask them anything you want for asking for me, give that information.
Good, but in the area of monitoring and gathering information, just summing it up, evaluating it, how you think say, this business on the work, this right to access information. I usually say don't they work.
But again, if very, very, very good. I will tell you if you allow me that we don't get to go to the call the request information
right
from the public authorities we want the information from. You get 15 days to forgive the information.
You already mentioned the students, you don't mention the media, not the members of the public who are able to read and understand.
If you want to know the contract that he'll control almost it cost. The contract for give and we don't get requests about that. They don't give the information.
You need a document for all for go see. You
apply.
Apply.
You make a request
formally.
Not to the commission. You make to the NGO responsible for that.
Then they quote the commission.
Precisely.
Okay. 15
days they forgive. If they don't give you, you can't complain to we. We can't complain to we now. We can write back and for that complaint. You get another 15 days. Where you fall.
No, 1 whole month now.
Precisely. Now, if you don't do one, then the law begin to work. And this commission here, they get the power of the High Court. It can fine, it can sentence, it can jail.
Okay, so what do you say in effect? The commission, not to just investigative power, not to just for fan out, they able to punish the culprits, the person where they find guilty.
Precisely.
Because then one thing where we say don't they like this is what they call, enforcing the law. When not they have for us you go to police or you go to court and the courts are overburdened. In many cases.
All the inside you get a part 7 appeals, part 8 offenses and penalties.
Yes, penalties.
All the inside.
So enforcing the penalty back when I get a power.
They're precise we get a power there.
Great. Family, good afternoon again. This now, the MPP are in the country also, now the studios of the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, one SLBC television, and of course the FM 100 will also belong to the SLBC, and that now the Power FM, all about my salon. So now Mr. Yunusa Sise, now we have to listen to him at the head of this commission, when had the right to access information, particularly from the public domain, person where they work for Papa government, where Papa government they pay with all the taxes, all the other means them where Papa government get out for get their money. Now that person you get right for ask them for any documents. I want to see how they do this. But again, they are always shift attention to the area of enforcing the law. And the good thing where Mr. Yunus say, family woman for glad about to God and this. Nobody see one or two things with the give cause for love glad, not to for grumble and worry about the bad things in life. Even your life go short. That is the total fact. Nobody know the way no get problems. But this is something to be happy about. You will ask, they tell you. But the issue of enforcing the law, how they manage let this law bet, the law bet person, we don't fall foul of it. And I make another important person in that area there, that now the chairman of the board, the Independent Police Complaint Board, as when I hear the name Police Complaint Board, a whole independent organization, just like the access to information. The government is really diversifying, decentralizing. Let Omar come on board. Gentlemen, sir, you're welcome, Mr. Balconia.
Thank you again,
Sir,
sir.
please, what in this Independent Police Complaint Board, what make them set them up? And really, who benefits from it?
Well, they set them up, if you remember, if we go back to the A4P, Agenda for Prosperity. You remember, say, when President Kuruma began in term of office, yes, they begin with Agenda for Change.
Right.
Then from there, we move to Agenda for Prosperity.
That in the second term, after the elect term in 2012.
So you see dynamism,
yes,
in terms of management and reform.
Right.
So the key now reform and change, when are the underlying factor. And one of the things we make it happen, if we go under Pillar 7 and the A4P,
the Agenda for Prosperity.
They talk of governance and public sector reform, we include access to justice, peace and security. And you go understand that, you can say the ship of state, for as an example. If that ship not okay, it go capsize, it go get problem. So what the ship of state rely on for making stable and whatnot. Now when there is peace and security, that's at the bottom line. Therefore, we get police, we get soldier, we get all the other arms for secure the state. Whilst we are sleeping, they are watching. Right? But then, we'll just come up and this with funny business where we get. We cannot like for call a civil war.
Okay.
So we get this funny business we'll come up and you know, so we make history that in terms of reconciliation and resettlement, Salon set record. And in fact, now beyond, example, UNAMSIL and UNDP, UN system they take for go for other country there, right?
Yeah, but don't that take it back.
There is one point. There is one point.
Yes,
that they say, in the fact of we got all them good marks here, but there's one thing we've been worried: the high population of young people and we idle and unemployed, and the fact that these incidents of police brutality, shootings, killings, you get me, and whatnot, is necessary for do something. We could not get a reverse of that thing there. So what it made happen now of other country, them forget the civilian oversight of the police.
Of the police.
Yes, where the average Sierra Leonean.
How many people form the board?
The board now 5.
5 people. All now gentlemen, ladies,
No,
balance.
one lady there.
One lady and 4 gentlemen.
Now the board will get now. We already get 2 ladies inside now.
Right.
We get a lady from the Interreligious Council and the one from the Human Rights Commission and lady 2, and I'm happy.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you don't go up to 2 now, but this is wonderful. We just want for really know what are they work with? You know, when they oversee, provide oversight, you know, watch over, you know, whatever. For an armed unit, or to speak part of it, you know, and then when I provide, when I civilians them, what are they work with for make this work? In such, how they operate?
Make it clear, we know they oversee the police.
Okay.
We're not getting nothing for it. In fact, it is stated that they operate at arm's length from the police.
The operations?
Yes.
So waiting exactly then to complain to do. When the waiting something happen in the cartel now.
Based on the mandate, and I get them before me now.
All right.
I go up in the page, make a
please go ahead.
Say, I
yes.
talk from the book. Death of a person, we go investigate. Death of a person while in the custody of the police.
Right.
Fatal road accident in which a police vehicle is involved, that is a person
died
in the accident. Shooting incident where a police officer has discharged a firearm or killed a person.
What do you call even friendly fire?
Well, friendly fire now, when you fire, where you have to get crossfire among yourself.
Okay, maybe one person now about to police, one person no get weapon, the other person accidentally discharge the firearm, any killer.
Investigation will determine that.
Okay,
but
not
as far as what
to
you see, what in the news say,
right,
that somebody discharged firearm, somebody died from the gunshot. So investigation will determine if now.
So when say when they carry out investigation,
they investigate
right,
assault and injury or wounding caused by a police officer. And then other misconduct to involve superintendent denial. Some other things, but that's not the key aspect.
So how would your own job really different from that of the courts of law?
Well, we didn't listen independent police complaints, but we didn't listen to complaints from the public. We and not to be no more. Even I can always use this example in Liverpool. When I would football go know the Hillsborough case where they get some years back, about 20 years ago.
Right.
When so many people been died by some stampede. When they do the investigation, police doctor cover themselves. People in fatality, they will forget that for proof. Say indeed, police investigation, it is not right with public opinion, and public not trust police when they investigate themselves.
Okay.
So there comes in the civilian oversight.
So how long it could take, within this period it could take before the civilians them realize they're not getting speedy investigation or they don't get justice, when they go realize any definite period of time the way the commission of a crime and detaining people accountable.
We get some little thing. A month or two ago, you remember the Kabbalah incident?
Yes, I remember.
Yes, we went in.
Very sensitive.
Yes, we went in. I remember when we start to be in Ministry of Information and Press Conference, we tell them, so don't begin, we give them the reason. Midway, we go back, we not only tell them how the thing they carry on, we give them an idea of step by step how the investigation they go. And when we done the first part, we be involved death, from alleged gunshot wounds. We go back and inform the public, say, we don't do that first part, we don't make submission, and we don't stop on it, because the mandate we will get is that, when we don't done, if we see say get like a criminal liability, we for send the case file to DPP,
Director of Public Prosecution.
Yes, Director of Public Prosecution. If not to involve organizational or police behavioral issue, we send finding recommendations to the IG for consideration.
Right, but before we reach that level, what when they bring the report here, so whether or not first draft report or whatever, final report, when I can tell them on a method, how they operate, how they able to go about for resolve conflicts or difficulty between people and the police.
Again, I use Kabbalah as an example.
Yes, sir.
Midway, where we try for brief the public, we get going to Minister of Information and Program, where we give them blow by blow how the investigation they go, how things they carry on, give them an insight. We're not going to talk the details of the investigation,
no,
but we explain all that to the public, how things they go.
So, but no, before I come back to this, as you say, how would they ensure say the police or whoever, particularly the police and the corporate, how may they comply with my recommendation? I want to keep because I guess we don't get enforcement powers such as we don't just hear it from.
That make a jealous.
God. So we not. So
all we can do, we can make recommendation.
Yes, sir.
And we go inform the person where they complain and the officer where they complain against in writing. Of what you don't do.
Right.
But now they will tap. We cannot enforce any form of compliance. Granted that we also get authority in the mandatory get that if you call witness in Ocam, we can enforce them by going to the court for getting for attend. You get me?
Yes.
But when it comes to the real nitty-gritty of the matter, you get me? Unlike so many other similar organizations in the world, we not get any power or authority for go beyond making any recommendation or yes for compliance or anything.
Hey, so but you don't think, sir, with all due respect, that would not seeming lack of, enforcing powers don't make impunity and lawlessness, and more particularly members of the police force.
Thank you very much. You get a very salient point there. Two things are involved. We noticed that after we do formal launch 2015 November, we go on town hall meetings and whatnot, go around and whatnot. Then we don't do in fact we do a presentation to the Constitutional Review Committee. Right. But we mention this thing like that. And don't forget again, a part of the question, the fact that we not get any power for enforce or ask for get compliance. You get me?
Yes.
We also on a board, not like a commission we based on the law.
Okay.
This now something written, and you can erase we just like you take over by erase pencil writing. We could be erased at any time or any minute. Okay. So in as much as you try for get some kind of traction for make things move, you have that thing.
You get limitations.
Around, yes.
You get limitations.
But anyway,
but you don't want to talk about those limitations.
No, but we are putting together
well, fine.
the annual report will come out this
all right, sir.
and
but
that will be the second stage we will work on during the course of the year.
The annual report, very soon. Right, sir. So we'll come back to you. Continue for the with we if you watch the SLBC television right now, or you listen to FM 100. You know, any side you did all about now the country. Well, this now the MPP hour, the program will come out with the country from the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs. And definitely, you can be part of this program. If you want ask the gentleman a question, because this is an important part of understanding. We don't talk about good governance. I don't think there are people, other which man country, other democracies around the world, and so they take measure away. So you wouldn't as alone, I mean, after all, charity begins at home. You should have to try for measure government, not just depend on they say, remove rumor. So pay attention. If you're able to do, I mean, if you're ready, you get your phone. If you're on Airtel, you can call us, I mean, send a text to 076-955-191, 076-955-191, then on the screen, or you send text to 030 if not after cell day, and in our 014-971, 014-971. Send with text and within. But Mr. Sise, will they come back to you right away? But I've been just you address one issue or one example or one complaint. There's so many ways we say they get information at the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs. One of them now, public officials, people where you don't describe, where you don't get a definition, say once they pay you from the consolidated fund, public, where you ask them, you write them officially, requesting for a profile, how you manage to get to this point, what school you go, which you message for the Bobo, when they come up. They refuse, they turn it down. I have several letters to the effect, and my minister, Madam Nanette Thomas, is particularly worried about that. That question is directly coming from us. Did we make you address this issue? We'll not get right for demand by writing, like you say. Are they exempted? Are some people not part of this law?
Yes, a lot of information that we can ask, you forget by right.
Yes.
If you don't get the information, now an offense.
Right.
If you give false information, an offense. If you give lie information, an offense. If you try to keep the information, an offense. But I also have for tell families, we get a whole section what they call exempt information.
Right, please explain.
Information where you can't
help with that.
For example, national security and defense, international relations, economic interests, investigations and law enforcement, third-party information.
Right.
Third-party information, client professional privilege,
yes,
personal matters, commercial interest, public economic interests, historical records, customary rights and usages. For example, there's rights you want to know what's happening in our society.
Yes, sure. Not to, I don't hear you all.
Exempt now and then.
But what I know,
if investigation you go on the police, you want information for know what's happening.
But what I know as
now,
part of
doctor
exemption.
Doctor and patient.
Right.
Information.
Sure, that privilege I know.
Lawyer and client relationship, you can't. So what you ask?
But what I want to ask is, this, fall under any of that category. This is just in the line of your job.
If it's
just like what we call you, so what do you do? How did you get here? This is a profile or news about where it is.
So please,
how far now? This is important.
They disseminate a lot of these acts here. You go ahead.
With the quotes, the relevant act.
You know they ask the person in a personal capacity.
No.
In function, write them a letter, quote the law.
That's always the law. It's always a letter.
You're bound for answer.
Right. So now quote this law.
If you give wrong information, safe, not crime.
Okay.
And as I just say, we get the power for fine individuals up to 10 million, an agency up to 100 million.
Yes.
With the jail 6 months, or can do all two together.
Okay. This is wonderful.
And let me just tell Famulem for saying, as another way for ensure we're an independent commission in the performance of our duty.
Right.
Nobody or any organization will give you directives how for do we work. Okay.
So this is wonderful.
So please, you make the request.
Yes. Quoting the relevant act.
The law not say you for copy we. When the person feel for you write to me.
But we they get copy of it.
With the request, people will make request. We make request. You are send copy to me.
Okay.
If you send copy to
of
me,
that transaction, that correspondence,
you already give me. Give advance notice.
Right. Of the correspondent. But that is it's well understood.
We're not going to wait till 15 days when the person not agree. Once I say we don't try to disseminate this information as much as possible.
Right.
Now we explore opportunities them all the time. We can begin, they can want to get MPP so in a very sustained manner. We don't distribute a lot of them here.
Okay.
We get on the website, but we also think so for do more. And apart from that, we get office system now. After we don't exist for some time now, we got offices at Bo, Kenema, and McKinney.
They don't decentralize. Wonderful.
So they try for people they use the law, code the law. As long as the information is exempted, you're under obligation.
Right.
You hold a public office in particular, not to what's happen between you, a doctor, or you, a lawyer. That are personal information.
Okay, well, fine. But I really use in your explanation, particularly, how we can them way with the rights or the formally request made them do come for radio, television interviews, do profile, so that will provide some kind of motivational, piece for the young one them who know how to do that, and they thank you very much. So now we ask, you mentioned sustainability. Say for keep on going. Because we don't see very many good ventures, positive, desirable. In a couple of months, they dry up. We know the person will see something either they lock it or other person they put for rent or other person don't take up. Why? How would you not do different? We're gonna make sure say this continue as long as democracy thrives in this country.
Well, first of all, we also call internal linkages.
Right, sir.
Like this now something good for we follow the country good before. Internal, I just tell you say it take civil society and other bodies inside the country.
Right.
A whole 10 years. Forget this thing on the ground. Now, as we go, now we all get an interest for sustain this. Now we all security will get again. Now for link up, because you see, government in power is heavy. So we get any kind of linking this for support. We able for continue this. One. Then number two, very quickly for demonstrate to the people the value of this kind of process. So they all will defend that.
Right.
Because we get them.
Okay.
I've let you go before. We talk about corruption in this country here. Corruption there because we couldn't hide. Okay? We couldn't hide.
Lack of I don't want like accountability, accountability and transparency. That is where there was in the beginning.
You look at several things.
Accountability.
You look at government acts, say for example, the councils them, this is council for display on a board. The balance sheet, the audit every year.
Right.
Now we don't notice it, but who will know this? Because if you're not able to read them, they're not able to publish them. For the people that are able to see them, it is not accessible.
Okay.
You go put on this, so two person go look them. So now all kind of thing. So if you begin know all kind of thing, you can ask questions. How much this go their cost? How much neck? How much machine they buy?
Okay.
How much the machine cost? Who side they buy? It will be more difficult for hide.
Okay.
It will be difficult for the people that make any kind of money they need.
Right.
So that make us see, say, and they always tell the journalists and say, this time here now. Like, it be always difficult for journalists to write good stories and factual stories. When they talk about it all the time, they cost journalists there. But because the information not there,
okay.
Now you get the power, you get the right for asking the information.
Well, look, well, guess what?
Plan yourself for asking.
People, they follow what they talk and they're interested. Somebody already send you a text. They said, we are pleased in a big, make you tell them the punishment where kinde for defaulters. Then if you're able, how many defaulters have been fined, not as cash fines, I mean, and of course say in the suggest say from time to time when I name and shame, when they publish the names of defaulters, when I go name and shame them. What's in your response to
we can begin to
okay,
actually for make the people more interested.
Right.
The kind of question when they ask, the kind of answer the way they give,
yeah,
and who don't know the answer.
Okay.
So that people will see them as another way to make this thing accessible to people for how important it is.
Okay,
But
so I say one reason thing. Yes.
It is black and white.
Yes, sir, please.
Offenses and penalties. Don't never get time.
Yeah, go on.
Any person.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yes.
Any person who will fully denies or obstructs the access of any other person to any record or information contrary to this act.
Okay.
Obstructs compliance by a public authority of any of its obligations under this act. Interferes with the works of the commission or other officers of the commission. Destroys a record with intent to deny access to a request made under this act. Or deliberately conceals or falsifies records or provides false, misleading, incomplete or inaccurate information in response to a request made under this act, commits an offense.
Okay.
And is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 10 million leones in the case of an individual and 100 million leones in the case of a body corporate, or to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 1 year to both the fine and imprisonment.
Right. So there we have it. Now, 3 categories straight away.
I will tell you, say,
yes.
You know, law business and law.
Law and law.
Now, when NCR they go on, when the tribunal, the court case they go on, they offer you the information entitled to a lawyer. The lawyer can represent them. Now, right now, what do they do? They work with the Chief Justice for set up the practice procedures, because now justice business. You get for kinds. We want to lawyer them. We want to. So they work with the Chief Justice right now for set up the system to make sure they will prosecute this kind of thing. It is not to favor, not to sababu. The law says forget the information, forget the information.
All right. Thank you very much. In Mr. Yunus has to say, and would you look at the right to access information, particularly from members of the public sector. So that brings us back to the independent police complaint board. So with that word independent, with the type of compare and see how we put us side by side with this, how independent you see the board by your own assessment, sir? For, at least for carry out my investigation.
Once you go for careful word, you use word independent. That don't mean to say we are locked up in a steel cage where we do not talk and whatnot. In fact, the basis of what we operate is on partnerships. He was talking of linkages.
Right.
We are talking of partnerships where we have networking with civil society organizations, CBOs, also, I will talk to you just now, so we invite you to one of a program, strategic planning program.
Right.
We open up to whatnot, because there must be interworking relationship. But when you talk of independent, it's the point where, in terms of decision making, like you do an investigation, nobody comes and tells you what to do. If you are doing an investigation, it takes its number, because you have the process is laid out, way for do, and your findings cannot be colored or influenced or changed by any outside person. That is independence.
All right, sir. Well, thank you very much. Since we have begun operations, we have been known provide at the end of an investigation and this networking, everything, we have been known provide recommendation way for disciplinary action.
No, both
where they don't ever follow get instances.
Criminal aspect and both. I remember the very first one we get just before Ebola began, even before we get an office from the Attorney General for death in police custody at Wellington. Okay. We've been done that one day. We don't send them to DPP.
They acted on it. They acted on it.
We don't send them to DPP full stop.
But we now can follow up a little bit. We now get that unit for like monitor.
Compliance. You know what I tell you? Just our business is to investigate and make recommendations based on whatever it is. Okay. And we've done that, and also Kabbalah for the what we get is deaths by alleged gunshots. We don't do that one day. In fact, we don't report of since December. Okay. I remember in January or February. So, but we will go back and write and ask, hey, for more don't send this report. We not getting to know. We not can do nothing. No, that's get part. But the point is, sending a reminder does it make any difference? No difference at all. The aspect of going beyond that, we have nothing to do. Is there any other body who will go link up with, like networking, like the access for information, for instance? This commission. No, we can't go down that road. No, go that road. Generally, we talk of outreach activity, sensitization, and collaboration. Yes, but don't forget. But not in enforcing the law. Yes, we own a mandate is so thin. Right. Hey, look at it. I can see it. It's so thin, just like me, and we are careful not to step into what is not written down. Absolutely. Yes. All right. So, but so in your estimation, then from what you don't talk, what you don't see, because I'm welcome on Nigeria for do blood diamonds. We met you at the That was another life.
Charlotte Street. So I know you've got a wealth of experience.
Yes.
Okay, so you think honestly, sincerely think say it's absolutely necessary for get this independent police complaint board being straightforward and sincere?
I'm not turning it on its head.
Yes, sir.
But honestly, I would have loved to get the public to give me their opinion on that. But no more in asking the public to do that. Let us be cautious. It's early days yet.
Right.
Some two just stay for 1 year and some months in existence.
The expectation will be too high. Eh?
Well, that is what we have to balance up because you're looking at the situation of staffing. Now with 6 numbers.
Right.
Only 6 people.
And now from there,
I must make a slight correction. We're up to 9 now because we just recruit 3 outreach officers, 1 for each region. Only.
Now from there, the investigative team they also come out.
No.
Or now external investigators.
No, internal. We have an investigation.
Okay, now part of the team of 9.
No, yes, when a one man, they man the place.
Wow. Okay.
We have one a board secretary, 1 accountant, 1 a complaint signing officer, 1 investigator, 1 communications officer.
Right.
Now we get 3 outreach officers, 1 for each region. And you know that kind of balance. Okay, since we finance, I'm not going to say they refuse, but all we protest and whatnot has not yielded much. We were able to, out of operational vote, pull some small money, small as it is, for that we get to assistant for help with investigation.
Good, but before we let you go, what more you will let the public know, you know, but the work where the Independent Police Commission, complaint board, they do so that for bolster more, you know, add and column complete maybe confidence.
The bottom line is public sensitization is the key. And one of the first two we do when we start, now we communication strategy.
Okay.
It is all laid out there. But we can say to one box.
Yeah, but in short.
But we have so much constraint. I give you one typical example.
Yes, sir.
When we started, we do the launch in Freetown, we're still at the first stage. Then the very November, we went to the 3 regional capitals, right? We did mini launches and then we do town hall meetings.
Boom, McKinney and Kenema.
Then after that, ASJPB EPWI, after some time in 2016, we do focus group engagements. We go to all 12 districts and the western area. We don't get our reports today, but we cannot, we were able to publish except UNDP EPWI print only 100 copies for a start. Now we don't open back for print in numbers and we don't do a bridge version again. If we get all printed out, we'll be able to distribute. But if you don't get the required necessary funding for EPWI, for do public education and dissemination, it is a serious handicap.
But you say, but one final question. Somebody sent text out. Say usually when I able to publish at least a survey, some kind of statistics of instances of perceived police brutality. When I make them open to public domain, like access to information, can people come and demand for it? We want to see the extent of police brutality from what period to which period.
Well, that again, based on the mandate,
as a public concern.
Yes, I don't think we get that within
Okay, but that is what we want to know.
Yes, I cannot answer you yes or no.
Right. Okay.
Honestly,
thank you. All right, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Bakolia, the board, the chairman of the board, the Independent Police Complaint Board. And this is the program that we watch right now on television at SLBC on our MPPA hour. And of course, on radio, you listen to us all about us alone at the FM 100, the Power FM. And of course, you know, say, Boko other programs, they enjoy, you want to stay tuned to the SLBC. This is now your voice and my voice. And that's why we're coming to the access to information right now, because this is our voice. Because as you say, some people don't talk, say, you know, the punitive measures, they want to enforce compliance, say maybe we go read out the right, we don't do this, we pay this money, but we don't get no way of enforcing it. We not say no go able go arrest that person, do anything. Person will go for call either the police or other law enforcement. So today that today the process will become a little bit
difficult. Let me actually see we work with the justice sector, the Chief Justice in particular.
But they ensure say the thing actually follow through.
Yeah, precisely. So the Chief Justice now get for work with me for set up the whole mechanism.
Right.
And that's what they do.
It's logical conclusion.
We not say we serve as a commission. The commission also give me acts. We can use all the other arms of government for enforce. But now make us see we need one on we own.
Exactly.
But let me
So, but
just-
if they say with them, like, then begin to withhold information, suppress sensitive matter, or will no one collaborate, what you like you do to them one day?
But after they talk, there's a process. Because they complain to we send back to you. We give another 15 days.
That's what I'm saying. No, but the one day now when they ask for collaborate with UNO for bring justice or for deter this kind of for foul of the law, then people necessarily now begin to deny adequate or appropriate information.
I don't get time for it the example. But the act make provision for use other arms of the government.
Right. Such as
because the decision itself, with tribunal who they set up, and you get a legal representation and a process.
Okay.
You get
would that form? Would it the composition of the tribunal? Would
that the commission?
The commission, and then it's a man and woman.
And one legal procedures advice from the Chief Justice.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But let me just say first of all,
right.
My big brother,
Mr. Bakolia,
for tell and say every member of the public get right for ask you question.
Right.
No problem. That is so good.
They get for ask me safe question.
Yes.
Okay, this way you talk about this statute of police brutality.
Yes. Say make we
every
know.
member of the public get right for ask me say.
We suppose
almost case we don't get.
Almost case we don't get. That's right. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's when
So we document that one. They help.
But the other two one was
for qualitative and quantitative
now
analysis.
we talk about public authority. But the law also say you get the right for request information held by a private body.
Oh, even the private body
or anybody performing work for it, if that information is required for the protection of any right.
Okay.
So both public and private.
Both public and private, but this is clear.
But
So it's even far-reaching.
Just say, me not forget that you say loan a biscuit, you know, side the bro.
When I say
You take, for example, you ask me now almost case with one, what's the problem? We can give you. If I didn't have a report set.
yeah.
But when you begin asking me detail of investigation,
No.
you take for example now. Okay, even if I want to myself, what about the situation that I go disclose one day? Then if this matter go to trial, defense could easily say a pre-trial publicity, and the case will be thrown out.
Yes.
So we have to be careful
Let me just say,
about what should be.
we come across them people in there. In this initial stage, we adopt what we call a carrot and stick approach.
Okay, approach.
Okay, we all work together. For example, recently, a journalist asked NATCOM certain specific information when they want. NATCOM become hesitant. They're not being sure. Okay, we know they take the stick straight away from
No.
We go meet them, go explain to them. So finally, they answer the questions incompletely. But they do not kind of approach it now in this initial phase, as we set up because the mechanism with legal process.
Of course, yes.
So that is what we are doing. For give confidence to both the applicants and also the release information. Confidence building initially.
There must be a balance.
Right. But thank you very much. In Mr. Yunus Asisi and when I watch the MPPL right now, this when you look at the right to access information and of course the Independent Police Complaint Board and a gentleman when Kaba say for freedom, he say but the Independent Police Complaint Board get a mandate. So for ask for public and private hearing. He say making I use that platform for enforce compliance on our recommendations, particularly compliance of the recommendation when I reach. Somebody in the suggest, see this is discourse. This is public discourse.
I don't try for say they shy away from taking the step.
All right,
but again, I remember saying law again a biscuit. If you take for example now the Kabbalah incident, right? We don't make criminal recommendation, we get criminal liability to the DPP.
Right.
If that thing is under the judicial process, and it is specifically stated. Now when the thing is under the judicial process, you get me, we for back off.
Okay.
And there is no way you run with the law, there you go public, they go talk about thing. You might just create more problem.
Okay.
I see what he talk. He has a point, but again, let anything evolve and grow. The mandate give you the authority for act.
Okay.
But in the process of acting, due processes must be observed, and you say for watch how they go, make it
violate
any end up as an accident.
Okay, fine.
And then you look like a fool.
Well, thank you very much.
And investigations and law enforcement are exempted.
Exempted.
Yes. They're exempted.
Law enforcement.
So that like a two-edged sword.
Okay. All right. Well, fine. As we bring the program to a close, these are the MPP hour. I mean, at TJ Cole, the Megadon. And of course, we get Mr. Unisa Sise. We'll also get Mr. Bankolia. And today, we'll talk about very important thing, right to access information and the Independent Police Complaint Board. Not just for how would help the process of good governance make it go before. And of course, democracy and the rule of law, as Mr. Bankolia rightly say, where there is no peace, where there is no law and order, they say the people live in anarchy, total bus bumbusoro, all kind hala hala, and we don't want that to happen again. So now as we close the program, we ask Mr. Yunusa Sise, how much collaboration there between UNO and the ACC, in this area, particularly of access declaration, of, getting people to reveal like this issue of contract for sensitive roads like this Hill Court Road, and somebody really is interested in this kind. How would they work with the ACC for public servants, especially public officials, asset declaration before and after the job, other things like that.
We don't approach them. They work on a memorandum of understanding now.
Yes.
We make sure we work together. But again, one or two things I want to tell you, the asset declaration, for example, we all know say disclose them. Now there's some gray areas about the asset declaration and code of secrecy and the civil service.
All right.
They can't say with this law now we don't come. So they look at that thing and maybe it's also interesting for a member of the public to do a test case. Do a test case for C because the code of the access to information there.
Okay.
And not to pass on information. These are people who hold public office.
Okay. All right.
The civil service secret code as well. So the any kind of gray areas in there.
Okay. Well, fine. The process is ongoing. Well, now with that, as soon as the process is still ongoing. The two gentlemen we had commissions, important good governance commissions.
One aboard.
I beg your pardon, one board and one commission. We'll get commissioner and we'll get a chairman of the board. Waiting, we can't talk about today, but now the issue of law and order and enforcement and how peace and this security they enjoy now. Because beside that, the development not go there in a business you do, or in an office you work, or in a school you go. So with that, we come to the end of another program, and on behalf of the Minister of Political and Public Affairs, Madam Nane Thomas, I want to thank the commissioner who come up from the access to information, Mr. Yunusa. Say thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Mr. Bakolia say they need the thing they move small, so they need a little more time for the process for let it grow. Thank you very much, sir. And this is how we come to an end for today. Remember, say same time and same place next week, Wednesday, we'll get another edition where they look at issues of national concern till the morning, either in a public or in a political. We will talk about it. We can discuss it. And so on behalf of my co-producer, Bankole Vincent, I say thank you very much. Have a fantastic time. When we pray. Remember the one that we not get. Because this is not the month of Sarah. This is the month of goodness and kindness. And being considerate. Not to just pray and keep hungry, but also help those that are less fortunate. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic time.